What's going on, guys? Welcome to Double Dragons. It's me and Otaku again. We were supposed to have a guest, but we had to reschedule. So, but it's me and Otaku this week. We're gonna be talking a little bit of everything this week. I know everybody is gonna
Not a
want to
little bit of
hear,
everything, a little bit of
yeah,
something.
yeah, a little bit of
A little
something,
bit of something.
but right. But I know everybody's been talking about the awards about Brian and every about the Brian incident at the awards. So we're gonna bring it up for a second or so, but that's it because it ain't. You know what I mean? It happened. Yeah, you know what I mean. It was a bad joke. You know what I mean? It was a dad. Honestly, it was a dad joke, and we were doing the stream at the time when it happened. But yeah, but it was a bad joke. It
So we it was we were streaming, I guess, live with
Yeah,
Fanboy when it happened.
yeah,
And I'm gonna go out on a limb in here and just not excuse Brian because I don't know the context of
right,
the joke.
right,
Uh, but I understand Brian apologized,
yeah,
and knowing Brian, um, I I can vouch he's a good guy. It was
right.
probably just a lapse
Lack
in
of, yeah,
judgment. Yeah,
lack in judgment. That's all it was,
right.
man.
He
But
apologized. So I think people don't need to get all huffy puffy, and it's
right,
just it is what it is. But yeah, I will say though, words matter. When you make a joke or when you have certain perceptions about a community, or you make offhand remarks that you think is funny, but the person
right,
in that community might not.
right,
It's best to just kind of plead ignorance and ask a lot of questions,
right.
and try to not just educate yourself. That's I think the best. And no one's going to educate you. You've got to go out and educate yourself. So if you have friends that are there to help you with that, or talk you through a certain um, how a certain group might feel, or
Right.
what the perceptions of that thing, uh, how it might affect that community. It's just good to ask questions and get that education. If you don't have friends who can help you through that, well, that says a lot about you. Then maybe you should just keep your mouth shut when it comes to talking about another group, right?
Mm.
So that's kind of the way I look at it. How about you?
My biggest thing is he made him. Made a mistake. We shouldn't be attack. We're a community. We shouldn't be attacking right away. You know what I mean? It's not. And if you guys don't know the whole context of what was the why the reason of the joke in the first place, you shouldn't be attacking anybody in the first place, because that's the whole reason that whole all these issues happen, is because it's just it's pitbull mentality, man. It's like, you know
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like shark mentality. You know
No
what I
need
mean?
to
Yeah,
no need to you know, it's a joke. It was maybe made in poor taste, but
right,
it's not like you shouldn't be screaming murder,
right,
right? It's put it in its context. And I get maybe you're highly offended by it,
right,
and then you have every right to unfollow and not, but
right,
to sit there and verbally abuse somebody
right.
over a mistake that he apologized for is
And then the biggest
says
thing
more
is,
about you.
you
Yeah.
guys are, but those people are saying, oh, this hurts. The words hurt. Your guys' words hurt too. You know what I mean? It's not just his joke hurt. You guys attacking hurts too, man. Though, but you guys don't think about that. But you guys all see red and freaking
Yeah.
attack first, and then don't
This
worry
happened
about
a
the
while back
consequences.
between this happened a while back between Marcus.
Hmm.
um I'm trying to remember his YouTuber name.
Uh, Marcus is uh not well,
Anyway,
I was
Marcus
just
and one of the a guy in the community. I don't follow the guy. I know they did a couple streams together, but the
yeah
guy kind of jokingly called him a monkey, right? Like,
yeah I remember
yeah,
I know
and like in that moment, right? Like, it's kind of like this whole thing here, right? Like, he people know better than to make a joke like that, right?
right
Because that's a racist joke.
right
Um, it's like calling somebody a racial slur and then laughing it off. Oh, I was just joking.
right. But when you
Like,
know it's a slur in the first place anyway, so it's
right,
like
right. And it's like, that's not funny, dude.
right.
And you should apologize and you should, you know what I mean? Like have more sense. This is not grade school. Like
Yeah,
the
but the
YouTube
biggest
community
thing
sometimes feels like
is
we're
you
in grade school.
we got our own, you know what I mean? Me, you, everybody on YouTube, all on the comic book community has their own groups of people that sub to them. So it's like, and then the you know what I mean? But we shouldn't promote them to go attack other streamers. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not okay. None of it's okay, because all of this is because the main reason we all do this is to get away from stuff
YouTube
like
can be a
this. Yeah.
very toxic place, and I'm
Right.
sorry if you need to go on. I do it myself sometimes.
Right.
I make toxic comments all the time, so
r-
I plead guilty.
Right. Right.
I was trolling Yankee fans like nobody's
Yeah.
business during the World
Right.
Series.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
I'm kind of
that's
ashamed of
all.
that, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
Yeah.
that's who I am. I can't
Right.
change.
Right.
I'm not
But the
perfect.
biggest, the we're
I
not all
have
perfect, but
issues.
but my biggest thing is we're all we're all in this to have fun. We're not all in this to be attacking each other
Yeah,
about stupid
it's
about dumb things.
cowardly to
Yeah.
sit there and attack somebody in a comment.
Mhm.
It's just a cowardly thing, and I get it. Like, I get, you have, like, it's your, maybe like, you watch a video, right? And you think it's
Right.
stupid. You're like, this is stupid. And so you just comment, like, this is a stupid video. Why did you make it? And in that moment, right? That's what you're thinking. That's what you're feeling. You
Right.
don't need to do that. You don't need to comment. Come on. Like, this is not like the playground at your elementary school. You're
Yeah.
an
But it
adult.
feels like but it most of the time it feel like some people make it feel like it like, oh, and there's subsets of people that hang, yeah, and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
But
and those people are just losers.
yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it. I mean,
Yeah,
if
but
you go
my
around and
yeah.
you just have to attack people through comments and get all huffy puffy and call people names and stuff, uh, that says more about you than anything else. So
Yeah.
anyway, we've spent more time than we
Yeah.
want to on this topic.
But
Let's move on.
yeah. Yeah.
Happy Veterans Day. We should have actually started with that. Happy
Yeah.
Veterans Day weekend. A shout out to all the veterans out there. Thank you for
Yeah.
your service. Jeffy, any words for our veterans?
No, I appreciate all they do. It's because we wouldn't be we wouldn't be doing this any of it if it wasn't for them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I appreciate about our veterans is that, you know, they they make the ultimate sacrifice to
Mhm.
protect everyone in this country, whether
Yeah.
you're a citizen, whether you're illegal,
Right.
whether you're um, an immigrant uh, with legal status in this country. Um, you're defending our territory and everybody in
Right.
the territory. Now, um, my dad, he served in the U.S. Army.
Okay.
He's a veteran. My whole family, on my family side, like both my maternal and paternal fathers passed away in the Korean War, fighting
Okay.
for South Korea. They they fought in the war and died. My dad served in the Korean Air Force and then served in the U.S. Army.
Okay.
And I was just kind of a military we lived over in Fort Dix, and then
Right.
transferred out here to Fort Lewis. So I was kind of like moved around
Yeah.
a little bit
So
as a kid.
military brat.
I would say people use that term. I guess yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
for me it was just
But
like
yeah.
being part of that whole thing was like living on the military compound was
Right,
just
right, right.
life for
Yeah,
me.
but it I know it got a little weird though, man, because it's like you're here for a couple months and then or he's assigned here for a couple months and then you end up a whole new place. It's like, well, what the hell? It's like,
Yeah, it was like I think a couple years here and a couple years there,
yeah,
and then finally,
you finally settled down, but
finally settled down. Yeah,
yeah, but the biggest thing with military is move. Hey, better opportunity over here. So we're going to,
and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like our veterans, people don't realize like veterans, they're away from their families, or their families are
Mhm.
in different parts of the country. They're not with
Well, yeah,
their relatives or their
right.
community. They're really either in a military like community
Yeah,
or
yep,
some far off place, and that's a
right.
huge sacrifice, right? They want
Hmm.
to be home. They want to be with their
Right.
family during the holidays.
They would
So
rather be anywhere but there.
yeah. So again,
Yeah.
let's take this weekend. Obviously, veterans deserve
Hmm.
our appreciation. Uh, 365 days of the year,
Yeah.
but we're going to take this weekend, this long 3-day weekend. Thank you,
Yeah.
and to really reflect on um, the service, both past and present, and just appreciate.
Yeah.
What's up, Della man?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Fanboy, what's up?
Yeah. Fanboy.
Fanboy. All right, we
Yeah.
got some people in here with us. All right, hopefully more people join.
Yeah.
Um,
Our regulars, pretty much.
all right, so I guess what kind of comic book related stuff is top of mind for you, Jeff?
Well, Superman came out last week, right? The Absolute Superman or
Absolute
whatever.
Superman. Yep, everybody's talking about it. It's
Yeah. Well, so I guess the Absolute Universe is their ultimate because it looks like that stuff is selling like hotcakes, like just like the Ultimate ones were for Marvel. So
yeah, it seems like a lot of people are into it, and I
yeah,
did actually. I didn't read it, but I
you picked it up.
watched people
Oh,
reading
okay.
through it and talking about the
Yeah,
book.
okay.
So I saw the panels and everything.
Right, right, right.
Um, like, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean I enjoyed Snyder's run on Batman previous. I enjoyed his Court of Owls stuff. I enjoyed that stuff. This take is a little interesting to me because it's like it's not Capullo either. It's a different artist with him, so it's kind of interesting. Like I said, you and me both saw the panels and stuff like that. It's cool. He's a little bulky for my liking, but you know,
So let me backtrack my statement. I like it. I
yeah, yeah,
like it. And this is the reason I like it. It's a new take
hmm,
on classic characters, which is always good. Comics is
right.
always doing that, right? You always want to take a new take,
Yeah, yeah,
add, and then that's the beauty about comics. You can take a whole universe, put it in a different universe, and come back, or vice versa, right? Like, um, so there's a little bit of world building going on here. It's definitely, really different timelines from what were the classic, characters, right? So Superman, is obviously uh, the way Krypton is destroyed is different.
right,
He's part of this proletariat class on Krypton, not
right,
the elite, which
right.
is, and then he comes to Earth, I think, at a different at a different point in time. It's not like he's
Right.
coming as a baby. He's coming with these
Right.
memories
Right.
uh, of what his family and then
Right.
he's definitely like he's looks really dark because he's got a black suit. I like the
Right.
suit, the design, I like
Yeah.
all things about it.
Does yeah.
The thing that excites me is, again, why I like it is it's
It's a
going
different
to
yeah, same thing. Yeah, I like it because it's a different take on the
right.
big three, because even the Wonder Woman one was a different take on her too. So it was,
Yeah, it's
and
bringing
it's
people it's
yeah,
bringing attention to the character. That's what I like
right.
about it.
And
The
it's strong teams. All three of the teams that are writing Batman, writing Superman, and writing Wonder Woman are strong. They're a strong team. So
yeah,
that's one good thing, is having the biggest thing is having a strong team, but having them keep it fresh and keep it going as long as next issue. You know what I mean? Depending on how long these things are gonna go, but you know what I mean? If it's going to be one story arc or two or three, you know what I mean? It's like that's the biggest thing is keeping the attention to the characters, and actually having people come back. And I mean,
yeah.
it's already on
The
their
verdict.
printings already, but
This is the thing about initial issues. Always
yeah,
the first couple of issues are going to be
yeah,
like, it's going to
yeah,
end on these are
yeah,
the traits of a issue one, right? It's going to end on a cliffhanger, right? It's
yeah.
going to build all these like cool, whoa, that's new. What?
But like my LCS one always says, by issue 3, if it that's how you know if it's gonna be a
Right,
decent
right. You got to
story.
kind of wait
Yeah,
till issue 3, issue
right,
4 to see how it
right.
pans out. But yeah,
Because
everything so far.
that's why when we go back issue hunting, that's why issue 3s and 4s are so hard to come by, because by first and second issues are always multiple
Interest is
printings,
waned.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but by the time you get to 4 and 3, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
well, it's printed this much, so it's like, yeah,
This is where so all that is good. I think it's good. It's a good series. I'm glad they're doing it. It seems like a new take. Again, it's bringing in sort of a new demographic to DC titles, maybe bringing attention to Superman.
right,
But it's really targeted at the current, the younger generation of comic book
yeah,
collectors and fans, which is great. I'm all for that.
yeah. But
Uh,
the biggest problem I hear a lot with the newer ones that are reading, or the having to keep their attention spans. That's the biggest. Oh, I can watch it on YouTube. That's what I hear all the time. I can watch it, like Comics Explained, or
right.
Comics Story. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want to read it. They want to.
Yeah. This is where they lost me on Superman, though,
Yeah,
because they've changed an essential, I think, aspect of his
because he
character.
came. Yeah, because the biggest thing was he came as a baby and got raised by Martha and whatever, the
Jonathan.
Kents. Yeah, the Kents. But this time around, he actually,
Yeah,
I
he's not a Boy
forget.
Scout. He's not a Boy Scout
Yeah,
at this one. Yeah, he's
right. Yeah,
definitely like he's got his team.
right,
He's not team everyone, right? And that's
right,
what we love about Superman. Superman's
right,
like
right,
team everyone,
right.
maybe a little leans toward Team America a little bit more, but
But
definitely he's team everyone.
I'm interested to see if the Absolute Universe is gonna become, if they're gonna have like a Justice League, like a
I
just
think they're gonna make I think they're gonna make a Superman super flawed, and
right,
that's kind of where I like,
right.
like
I'm
they're taking
I'm
too
in,
much liberty with the
right,
character.
right. But I'm interested to see if they're gonna come up with some type, like down the line, like maybe a month or so, maybe a couple months down the line, or at least a year down the line. Is there gonna be like an Absolute Justice League or something like that, like where it's these three, these main characters that are gonna be in a league together, like a Justice League or something, like like there was
No,
Ultimate.
not at all.
Yeah, I don't.
I
You
think
don't think so?
what they're gonna do is they're gonna be like you're gonna see like them butting heads at some point.
Well, right, right,
That's what I'm.
yeah,
I mean, that's how I took it. And then
right.
that's the thing.
But
Like it's different, and they don't want it to be like Justice League of America.
right,
They want to drive
right,
home the the point that these aren't heroes.
right, right.
Yeah,
They're
right.
flawed. They're all three of them are flawed some in some way or
Yeah,
form.
they're flawed heroes.
Right.
They
I'm interested to see, but like Delman and me were talking at our shop, our LCS. We were well, a couple of the customers were joking around saying Batman is just a Punisher for them.
right, right.
If you because he has one parent still. He has Martha. Yeah, Martha Wayne or whatever, his mom, and then Alfred's. Well, the whole thing is, yeah, Alfred ain't
Poor. Yeah, he doesn't have Alfred. He's
yeah,
poor.
well, in
Hey,
the
Damien,
in the
what's up?
story, yeah, in the story, Alfred's actually Alfred's actually a CIA. Well, spoiler alert if you haven't read Absolute Batman yet, but it's all over the YouTubes anyways. But he's a CIA person. He's a CIA agent. So it's like interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. So
Is driven by dark side energy. That's a great point. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, because it'd be interesting to see. I'm honestly interested to see where they're gonna take these characters and if they're gonna be. I know there ain't gonna be a Justice League, but is there gonna be like some type of big threat, and then they have to
Yeah.
team up or something or
Well, they're
another or
taking
whatever.
again, like my issue is that they're taking liberties with the characters that
All
I
three actually,
wouldn't.
not just one like you said, not just one. They're doing it with all three of them.
Three classic.
The major, yeah, they're classic three characters,
Yeah.
and they're actually messing around because that sounds like the Earth One. You remember the Earth One line, the trades. It sounds just like the Earth One stuff. Being honest, it's like because the Earth One Superman, the Earth One Batmans were similar. Just kind of similar like that. Earth One Wonder Woman was something different. Earth One Green Lantern was something different. Earth One Titans was different. So is there going to be absolute Green Lantern, absolute, you know what I mean? Absolute Titans, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Or is it going to be a whole line of of all the characters where it's absolute, dark, just absolute like Zatanna, absolutely, you know what I mean? Is it
Yeah.
going to be like a bunch of other characters going just put absolute in front of it?
The other thing is like Superman has an AI cape.
You're right. That's that's interesting.
Right. So it's kind of
Mm.
like
But like you said,
the point would be
it's
like
more geared toward it's more geared towards the newer generation, the Gen Zs and everything like that for them now. My biggest thing is how are we going to be able to keep their attention?
I just hope they
Yeah.
this is a major IP. Obviously there if it's a success, then we'll see where
Yeah.
that leads. But
Yeah, because is
it's
it going to
not.
lead down to if it's a success because they always try with their big three first, and then if it's a decent success, they're going to end up putting that like Damien said, absolute metal, absolute middleman, absolute. It's going to be like absolute this, absolute that. And then originally, what Absolute was Absolute was a collected edition. Originally, that's what Absolutes were. Originally, that's what they used to call their collected editions were Absolutes, Absolute editions, and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting that they're instead of they cancel Black Label, now it's an Absolute. So it's like yeah. So, like we were saying, it's a darker take on all of them. It's on darker take on all three. So, it's interesting.
I think it's kind of reflective of where our
Yeah,
where we where our as a culture where we are kind of
right. But
mentally, right?
yeah, but yeah, because comic books always lead into, how what it always mirrors what the like golden age mirrored whatever was going on at that time. And right now the absolutes and then the ultimates are pretty much somewhat mirroring what's going on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very it's a class concept. I mean, they've at
Right,
least in super. I haven't read Batman or Wonder Woman, but
right.
it sounds like Wonder Woman's in a similar sort of like,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
all three of them
her
are in similar
the
but
Amazons are kind of
yeah,
like they were, you know, they went through war, so it's not like all
yeah, see,
happy Amazonians. It's like kind of like, bitter sort of,
yeah, because
war torn.
I'll be interested to see what absolute, absolute Flash will look like, an absolute Green Lantern will look like, and the absolute, I'm interested to see what if they do those characters, what those absolute characters are gonna look like. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
is
and
it gonna be a
I'm not gonna buy any of it. So
no, yeah, but I'm
I'm
in,
like, I'm happy for Absolute. I hope it does well and
yeah,
do some good.
I'm
But
interested.
I'm already kind of like, yeah,
Yeah,
what
you're
it's
I
it's
didn't
not.
jump on the
These aren't
bandwagon.
the
I didn't
characters I
jump.
want to see.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I'm already at a point where like I see what the writing is going with it, and I just
Right,
feel like it doesn't need to go there to begin
right.
with. Like, but I get why it's going there because it's really, again, it's capturing sort of like the mood
The
and
the
sentiment.
moments in time, pretty much.
Yeah, the mood and sentiment of America. I think, especially the demographic that reads comic books.
Right.
And you know obviously Superman fighting corporations, right? um, Fighting for labor,
Yeah.
working the working person. All these themes
And then
are,
Batman's a working person. So
yeah,
pretty much, and
they're
not a
Wonder
billionaire.
Woman.
So
The Amazons are kind of like,
yeah,
we're on the brink of what destruction and whatever, they're coming back, and she
right.
looks super like brutal.
Pissed.
She looks super brutal. I
Yeah.
love the look. I love the look. I
Right.
love the look of
Yeah.
all these characters actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't mind the Batman look, but I have one issue with Batman. He looks really if you look at some of the pages, he looks really bulky. He like, yeah, it's because he's supposed to be. I'm assuming he's supposed to be fast. He's supposed to be, but if he's that bulky, I don't think he's like Arnold's size. You know what I mean? When he was when Arnold
well,
was
yeah,
younger.
it's like more reliance on him physically preparing himself versus like
Right,
relying on like high tech,
right,
like
right.
gear. So that
Yeah.
makes
So it's
sense.
yeah, it's interesting. It's just him going from roof, him using his if he has a grappling gun, just seeing him trying to grapple
We'll
the
use
next build.
old school
Yeah,
weapons.
yeah.
Again,
I mean,
yeah, like it's not something I'm gonna buy and read and like
right,
enjoy.
right,
It's happening. I think it's okay. I'm not hating it.
right.
I'm just not
I'm not
bought
hating it
into
either,
it.
but we're I mean, I was interested at first, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll end up, somebody's gonna end up putting it up on YouTube, and we were right. So they did, and
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, I got the absolute, no, Ultimate Spider-Man and actually read it and enjoyed it. Same thing. Those absolute. I mean, you know what I mean. I got the Spider-Man stuff from Marvel and said, hey, interested, read it, cool. Same thing with the Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. and probably gonna end up reading it interested because it's something different, it's a different take on them. But in all honesty, it's not really a different take because if you think about it, they're just using the Earth One stuff again. Because it's the Earth One graphic novels again, pretty much. Yeah, or it's all the it's just that they put a different twist on it. They put Absolute instead of Earth One. You know what I mean? It's pretty much the same idea as when they did all those Earth One titles.
Yeah.
So it's the same idea. So
Yeah.
it's like
It's actually
but
like, the whole AI cape thing is like Iron Man, right? It's like some
yeah,
dude speaking in his ear, like kind
yeah,
of enhancing his already super abilities.
right.
Um, that's it. That I guess that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
cool.
gonna hate on that.
Yeah, but we're not all
Nice,
we're not hating on
nice
it. It's just
vehicle. It's a nice vehicle to tell a story, I
yeah,
guess. All
yeah.
right. What are the things? What's
Oh well,
I'm glad I'm glad you brought up Absolute Superman because that was kind of my big thing. Like,
yeah.
but there's a couple trailers that dropped too, like Thunderbolts,
Yeah. The
Captain
Thunderbolts
America.
trailer dropped. The Thunderbolt it looks interesting. I'm interested of checking it out. So you know what I mean. So interested in. I mean, I was interested in Thunderbolts already because they had they had Red Guardian. They got
Bucky.
Bucky. They got all these guys. Yeah, so interested to see. So and then, what was it? Captain America, but not a U.S. agent. So it's gonna be interested to see where it's gonna go. So that's gonna be interesting. And then what's the other trailer that dropped? I can't remember.
Falcon and the Captain America. What is it?
Yeah, the Falcon, the one. Yeah, that one's. I'm interested to see what Thunderbolt Ross is gonna look like that as you know who. So
Well,
I'm
they
interested.
revealed Hulk. They finally showed him.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah. So
Harrison. It's like Harrison Ford's CG
yeah.
Red Hulk face
So
throwing
I'm interested.
hose, and
Yeah, I'm
it looks
interested to
like
see.
he's not
I'm
like.
surprised he. I'm surprised he said okay because he he's been frozen in carbonite before. So I'm just saying. But
Harrison
CGI is
Ford
better.
looks. I don't know how old he is. I'm sure he's super
Yeah,
old, but he looks great.
yeah,
And I mean, the guy's like got to be pushing like 80 or something, right?
yeah.
And
But
he looks.
it's funny because they go, oh, yeah, in the trailer he goes, yeah, I had to for the election or whatever, I had to shave, so that's why I look different. So I'm like, so that's how you're gonna explain the different actor, or because the original actor passed away from cancer or whatever. So, so that's how they were gonna explain. Oh, I have to shave.
Oh, John Hurt, yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in
and then
peace.
yeah, because he had to shave or what? Oh, well, since I brought that up, Tony Todd passed. The person that played the actor that played Candyman
Rest in
passed.
peace. Mhm.
Yeah, in 69. And what I've heard, he was a great guy and at conventions, very nice person. And he was in the Final Destinations as the coroner, and he was and he was in the new one of the new horror movies before he passed streaming, and he was supposed to play another. Yeah, so if streaming had got
82.
yeah
Harrison Ford is 82. That is insane.
yeah
The guy is just taking great care of himself.
yeah, well, he played Indiana Jones at what 80. So he still play Indiana Jones at 80. So
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
the Red Hulk looks pretty good. I
yeah.
think the Red
So
Hulk, CGI
well,
Red Hulk looks pretty good.
yeah. Well, they better be, man. Disney put all that money in that CGI. At least he didn't have to be what he's probably still had to be in motion capture suit anyway. So
Or you
So
think not I think they got a stuntman to do all the
yeah,
Hulk scenes, but yeah, like, could you
yeah,
imagine
but they
Harrison
did,
sitting in, like, a
yeah,
motion
yeah.
That would be hilarious.
But like you said, it's stuntman maybe, but I know they probably did use a digital rendering of his face
Of the
though for
face,
sure.
yeah, yeah, because that's definitely
But
Harrison Ford,
yeah,
like, the
well,
face.
I'm honestly interested to see how if it's how good. I saw the trailer. I mean, I'm excited for both of these things, but we always are for this stuff. And then oh, and the I saw something about Deadpool and Wolverine and how Miss Lonnie, the chick that played She-Hulk, is a little upset at Ryan Reynolds
For
because
cutting
of
her out, right? Yeah.
right, yeah, I heard, yeah, so you heard it too. Because well, it's
Well,
not his fault
your show
that
if your show bombs, you're not gonna
yeah,
get
but
additional
not only
opportunities.
that, but it's not his fault that the test audience didn't like you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like
Well,
the test
okay,
audience,
this is one issue, though, I have,
right,
is they need to integrate She-Hulk somehow.
right,
Like, I get it. The TV show didn't do great, but that doesn't mean
right,
you
right.
put She-Hulk on
Shelver,
the shelf. You gotta
yeah,
if she's come on, we all want to see She-Hulk in the MCU. That it just
yeah,
doesn't
because
make sense that she wouldn't be part of
right, but and then if they bring, let's just say, if they bring because there's a female version of the Red Hulk too, so it's like, so if they bring that one out first, and then then bring She-Hulk back, bring She-Hulk back or something like. I understand the CGI wasn't great in the show, but don't forget it was a show. But now if we can get her into a movie, it's better CGI. It's
Oh,
so
CGI in the TV show was good. I think the reason that people had problems with She-Hulk is because they made it like a lawyer,
right,
like a funny comedic lawyer, like a law show mixed
like
in with
what they were
superhero.
saying there was like what the hell is the
Ally
early
McBeal.
'90s show?
Ally
Yeah,
McBeal. Yeah.
that's what they said it
Yeah,
felt
it's kind of
like.
like Ally McBeal, right? And
Yeah,
you're going for a certain demographic, but that demographic's not watching superhero. It's like guys like us that want to watch
yeah,
uh,
but
She-Hulk.
because she was Deadpool before Deadpool. She was the one that broke the fourth wall more than anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah. In
yeah,
comics for sure. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So she was Deadpool before Deadpool. So so it was interesting to see, man. It's honestly like all that pop up to this week saying,
Well, no, there's more. There's a lot more. There's a lot of
yeah,
Venom stuff in the news. There's a lot of
yeah, yeah. Miles
uh,
Morales. Yeah,
additional Marvel content news.
right, right.
Like you're hearing a lot of rumors. The thing that I caught my eye was after this third Spider-Verse movie, Feige basically confirmed they're going to bring Miles to the MCU.
Yeah.
So how
I,
they make that happen, and they're going to make it happen between the transition from the third film
right,
to whatever Secret Wars or whatever
right,
thing they're
right. Yeah,
building to.
right.
But you
I'm
can
interested. Yeah,
definitely
I'm honestly interested to see how they're gonna bring him into the universe in the first place. So I'm
live
interested to
action
see.
Miles. You're going to go from animated Miles
Yeah,
to live
yeah.
action Miles in
Well,
whatever.
if you wanted his first appearance at all, right now be the time. Well, it's still expensive. You know what I mean? Yeah,
It's
and then
all leading to
that's
this.
yeah,
All the stuff.
yeah,
Venom.
yeah,
Right now, Venom, Spider-Man 4, right?
yeah. Everything's leading to that.
Everything's leading to this. So,
Yeah.
spec away. Do your
Yeah.
specking.
If you're gonna spec, I mean, or if you've always been a Miles fan and couldn't afford the book, I mean, right now it might be a little more affordable than later because as soon as a shadow of him appears in anything, it's gonna be that book's gonna be skyrocket because the book's already skyrocketed
Yeah.
already.
You know, the thing about the Ultimate Fallout, his first appearance,
Mm,
I prefer his what is it? His second appearance, I guess.
right.
His actual first
Yeah, yeah,
series, Miles Morales #1.
yeah,
I
yeah.
prefer that book. I mean, from a cover standpoint, like a visual
Right,
standpoint,
right.
because that absolute the Ultimate Fallout. What is it called? I got absolute in my head. Ultimate Fallout
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
The cover's horrible.
The
He's like
the
cut
gu-
off. He's like looking.
not
It's like
not only that, but it's showing his feet. I think it is
yeah, it's showing
shoes
his
and
feet. It's not even showing him.
yeah, it's showing it. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I understand it's a first appearance, but like you said,
Yeah, like go crazy. But I would rather have the his first like real cover, like him in action.
yeah, solo
That's a great.
series, yeah,
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 that's a great book
yeah.
cover
But
wise.
the two most expensive books are gonna be those two probably. His first series and Ultimate Fallout. I mean, Ultimate Fallout's already expensive already, but like I said, as soon as his shadow hits one of those shows or one of like after credit scene, that book's already up. That book's gonna go through the roof. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, I mean, I think right now
Yeah.
with that announcement,
Hmm.
you got to go pick up. I mean, if you're into all the spec stuff and whatever
Yeah.
whatnot, like live action MCU Miles Morales
Hmm.
coming just means like his books are going to skyrocket. So
Yeah.
whatever, if you want to go out and get his first appearance or go out and get all those like Miles keys, then now is a good
Yeah. I
time to
would.
do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
already
You would
started.
get you. I mean, if you are a Miles fan already, you should already have them. But you, if you want them, I would say right now might be. I might be. I mean, right now it might be a little too late already because Feige already announced it.
Yeah.
But I think it's still affordable right now than
And while we're
later.
on the
You know what I
topic
mean?
of Miles, I want to just send a shout out to my homegirl Danny Girl
Mhm,
Comics. She's the biggest Miles collector on in our community. So shout out to her. Love
mhm.
her content. Um, but yeah, lots of comic
Yeah, a
book
lot of
related
lot of
stuff.
news, and then on the DC, what was it? DC side. There's a bunch of stuff on DC side too. I think.
Okay.
I, I heard a bunch of stuff like Gun's supposed to be doing some. Oh, younger Batman. That's what it was. The Batman character is going to be younger. Don't know how much younger, but he says it not an older Batman, but it's going to be a younger Batman. So
Well,
interesting.
I think Robert Pattinson is relatively young for Bruce Wayne, right?
Right, right.
Still
But
in his
I
what,
think they're
early 30s or
saying
something.
a little. I mean, not young, but I think younger than Pattinson. I think he said, or I don't remember what they said, but I know that he said the Batman's going to be younger in his universe.
Mhm.
So, yeah, curious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm curious about his Guns universe in general. Anyways,
Well,
he's probably
yeah.
going to take.
No, the gun news was he said he was heavily influenced by the what was it the DC. It's bugging me now, but there was um like a series that came out in like the
Right,
early 2000s. And he said it's going to be heavily influenced by that, and that's basic. It's also one of those one of those like resets
right,
that
right,
DC did during the early 2000s. All right, let me
right,
look. Got to look it up. It's going to bug me if I don't.
right, right, right.
Do you want to do it? Just look it up real quick here on the internets.
All right. So what? So I'm looking up. Oh,
Should be in news, like he just announced it.
Right. I'm looking at it, looking stuff up now. So
it's a specific book. It's spiking right now.
right. He said all. I
If you
remember
know in
him
the
saying,
chat, please put us out of our misery, please.
yeah, yeah.
Just share
I
it.
remember him saying absolute. I know. Absolute super. Absolute. All-star Superman was a inspiration. I know that he said that was one. You said early 2000s. Trying to see. Oops.
Anyway, you could pretty much imagine, like, I think in that timeline, it reveals like there's a bunch of like characters related to the Lantern Corps that you can expect to see. I think that was where why the comment was made. He was kind of building context around the Lantern Corps. Anyway, it was a kind of an announcement that kind of got lost.
Right.
But it was very specific. He's like, I have read this book, and this is the book I'm kind of framing a lot of my. I'm not finding it anywhere, but I know that news broke out. So
yeah, I'm looking at it.
We'll do a little addendum on the.
Yeah. Next time we come back on.
Thing is, my phone is over there. I just don't want to get off camera to get my phone because
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that real quick. Hang on.
I'm looking at stuff now, so.
All right, I got it. I will have the answer for you here in a second.
Yeah.
Because it's in the trending 20 now because of that statement. New Frontier, DC. DC, the New Frontier #1.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, and it was just basically a retake on the events between 1945 and 1960 as in DC, where it moves from gold into silver, and they do a whole new sort of take.
Right.
And it's the introduction of the Center, aka Dinosaur Island.
Oh boy.
The Center is rumored to be an antagonist in the Lantern series. So there you go.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. Interesting to see, or interesting to see what his take is.
Yeah, I think what Gunn's doing is pretty revolutionary.
Right.
It's essentially like he's trying to build what Feige's built over at Marvel. And I think he's taking a pretty good approach to it, because in the past, the criticism has been like he's not really building within the context of the comic book universe. Right? He's not taking material from the comic books and building it out cinematically.
Right.
Not that Feige did that either, but I felt like Feige with Iron Man as a standalone, that was really well done, right? With the character.
I mean, they take their liberties. I mean, Feige's taking stuff from comics, but he's not using the whole thing. He's taking bits and pieces of it.
He's world building around those pieces, right? And that's kind of what I feel like Gunn's doing. Gunn is basically taking like, okay, let's take this.
This is the blueprint. Yeah, this is the blueprint, but I'm not going to use the whole blueprint, but here's where I'm going to take from.
Yeah. I'm going to make it my own. And I fully entrust him. I actually
because he did that with the Guardians, because the original Guardians weren't the original crew that he had, so it was like
He
So
did a
he
great
that
job with Guardians, and
yeah
I fully entrust him to do because he did a great job with Suicide Squad too, right?
yeah
People forget
yeah
like Suicide Squad was great, you
yeah.
know.
He ended up yeah he ended up grabbing B C characters and made them into at least boost their grade up
Yeah,
into like B's and D characters now. So it's like Ratcatcher, well, John Cena's character,
Peacemaker. Yeah,
Peacemaker. Yeah, so because originally nobody
Harley.
knew who Peacemaker was, you know what I mean? Originally, and then now more
Well, they
people know
brought
who Peacemaker.
Starro. I mean,
Yeah,
didn't we all want to see Starro
yeah,
came to the big screen?
yeah,
That was pretty. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie,
yeah. I did
um,
too.
and I felt like it didn't get enough.
Right,
Well, maybe it did. I know it didn't bomb,
right,
but it also wasn't like Deadpool, Wolverine type
right,
like
right.
attention. But it's because people don't know DC.
As
You know, like
well.
when you say Starro's coming
Yeah.
to the big screen, the only people going to be excited about that are like
The
geeks, right?
yeah,
Like what?
hardcore DC
Yeah,
fans, you know.
like you tell your average person, "Hey, Starro," like what the fuck is Starro?
Or what the hell
Explain.
is it?
Yeah, what
Because
the hell
all
is
they
it?
see is a big, big sea star, and that's all they're gonna see.
Yeah, but it
They
was
don't know it's an
crazy when
alien.
they were like that, where there was like,
Yeah,
it was just
yeah,
like that was what we wanted to see as comic book fans,
yeah. But it was interesting.
and
Yeah, it
of
was
all
cool to
people
see
to
the
meet
yeah,
Starro, it's Harley Quinn, right? It's like
yeah,
I love the fact that Gunn took one of the most uh, you know really frightening characters in comic books.
yeah,
Think about what Starro can like means for
yeah. Mind control
yeah. Yeah.
with those little
He took
stars.
one of the scariest creatures and he took one of the most demented
Hmm.
people in comics and then merged them, and yeah, it was brilliant. So
Yeah,
yeah, if he can do more of that, with
I think he will. I mean, I'm interested to see where he's gonna take Superman. I'm interested to see where he's gonna take all the the whole universe in general. Because
absolutely,
if he, because I'm looking forward to it because I'm I'm
I'm
you know
all
what I
in
mean. I'm all
DC,
into
all
yeah
in.
yeah.
We're
I
all
mean
in.
I was all in on Marvel. I was all in on DC too, man.
Screw
But
Marvel, man.
yeah,
Marvel's
yeah.
not a bunch of
He's on
crap.
that.
Come on,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
nothing
kind
good's
of.
coming out of Marvel.
Not well. I mean, the Agatha stuff was okay.
It's Disney. It's
Yeah.
Disney. Nothing
Yeah.
good's coming out of Marvel. Nothing good's been coming out of Marvel for like a
Right.
decade. It's
Right.
Disney now.
Right.
Think of how they
Yeah.
messed up Star Wars. They messed up Star Wars. They messed up Wolverine. They
Yeah.
messed up Deadpool.
Hmm.
Uh, well, I don't want to say Deadpool Wolverine was horrible, but it's not the movie I wanted to see.
Right.
You know, it was just too. It was like Ryan Reynolds. It was just like 90 minutes of Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool. That's not how I wanted to see that movie play out, but it is what it is.
I mean, it was it's still. I mean, left him in control, so it was still better than it. It could have been worse.
Well, they were so it was a great movie. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but story wise, like
Right.
you put Hugh Jackman in Wolverine costume, and you put Ryan Reynolds and them together, it's going to
Right.
be a good movie. They just
Right.
it was a good movie just for that aspect. But in terms of the story, right? In
Right.
terms of like, um, it was just too derivative for me. It just needed more. It needed a little bit more comic book, like
Uh.
the whole Sabretooth Wolverine, right?
Right.
That just played out like a big joke,
Right.
Like we wanted to see that as badly as we wanted to see them fighting each other, and the whole fight thing
Right.
was it was dumb, right? It was just kind of like they're just cutting each other and like beating the crap out of each other, and then they get tired out and they do it again, and
Right.
it's like, really, that's all we're gonna see. Just like you're gonna make a joke out of the entire the entire process, right? And they just did a great marketing thing with it, but I don't think it made any comic book fans like. It was funny. It was hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, but I want a comic book movie, not a comedy.
Right. I
At
got
the end of
you.
the day, I want to see I want to see action. I want to see something that oh man, did you see
Right.
that?
Right.
No,
Right.
like Wolverine taking off his shirt at the end is not my ideal. Not my ideal of like a good.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, did you pick up anything this week?
Oh yeah, let's get to our
Yeah.
Flex. What is it? I keep forgetting the thing. The Spec Rec Flex.
Yeah, that's what it was. Spec Rec.
SRF.
Yeah.
Do you want to start or you want me to go?
Go ahead and go.
I definitely had a theme for my Spec Rec Flex this week. We've been talking about Secret Wars. I'm kind of in like a doom and gloom type mood these days. I picked up a lot of Doom books recently. This is not my spec book, by the way. I'm just showing off some of the Doom books in my collection. That is a dope cover right there. This is probably one of my favorites, the Ross.
Alex Ross, yeah.
Isn't that dope?
Yep.
Definitely the best Ross cover in that whole villains. All right, so, and this is another great one.
Mm-hmm.
This is their first. So the issue before this is their first, quote unquote, like one-on-one meeting. They obviously met through the Avengers and all that.
Right.
Their first mano a mano, and this is their first mano a mano cover in comic books. So definitely, there's a lot of spec around which Doom book people are going to want to pick up. Obviously, the first appearance is the key one, but outside of that, like what specific movie type related news is it going to directly correlate with? And a lot of people are picking up books like this where there's like Doom and Iron Man together. I am going to go in a little different direction because I understand we're going to get to God Emperor Doom, right? This is what we're working toward, whether it's first generation Secret Wars or whether it's this Hickman version. We're getting some amalgamation of Doom being ascending to like beating the gods or whatever and ascending to a plane of existence, whether it's like the one. So we've got all the multiverses, right? But that multiverse shatters and we end up with one Doom, God Emperor Doomverse, right? It's kind of where I'm looking at it. And I am, as my spec book, I am going with Super Villain Team Up number 14. And you're thinking, well, no, that's you're stretching, man. You're stretching, man. What are you talking about? All right, hear me out. This is actually the first standalone Doom book.
Oops.
Okay. This is the standalone Doom book. Think about that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doom's been in a lot of books, but he's been the quote unquote just like villain in the
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Fours and the Spider-Mans and the Hulks. Like it pretty much in every title, Doom has been has come into play as a villain. But this is really the first book where he's like teamed up with Magneto first off, so it's not just him, but it's his first sort of standalone like title book, Doctor Doom and Magneto. So that's significant for that fact.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, look at what he's making all the Avengers do. You got the Avengers there, right? You got Iceman,
Mm-hmm.
you got Beast, you got Cap, you got Thor, you got Iron Man, right?
You got Hercules.
You got Hercules, you got
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all the Avengers there, and some of the X-Men, and they're all bowing down. The John Byrne cover, beautiful John Byrne cover. I'm telling you, man, like this is a book you want. And I think this will be a book that spikes. Because now I'm not saying Magneto's going to be there, like battling Doom, but X-Men, MCU, who's really, you're going to put people up against Doom, who's in a metal suit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, he has God powers, but Magneto's Omega level, man. He's Omega level, so I wouldn't doubt an on-screen battle where all of these. Anyway, Magneto's is going to be there in all likelihood, fighting alongside all the other heroes to take Doom down. But you'll probably see Miles there. You'll probably see a bunch of all the big wigs, right?
Yeah. But I think they're gonna go. Honestly, I think they're gonna go Hickman's Hickman.
I don't doubt it. But think about how key Magneto was in that first Secret Wars, right? He was plotting alongside the Doom. There was like two factions, right? Two evil factions. There was the Magneto faction and there was the Doom faction, and that's all I'm saying. It's like this is definitely a book worth specking on because it's not an expensive book. But I'd go pick it out because I think there's a lot of room to skyrocket. All right, what's your spec book?
Well, my spec book, I'm too lazy to grab it out of the Vampy bin. So, but I have a digital rendering of it. So.
Oh, you got digital rendering? Okay, that works.
Yeah. Hold on. So let me share the screen real quick. Okay. Oh no, wrong thing. Share screen. Yeah. Aha. So this is issue 30 of Vampy.
Okay.
So the main reason this is a spec one. If it comes to movies, one of her allies is in this book, or one of her first appearances of her allies is in this book, and it's Panthera.
Panthera.
Yeah.
First appearance of Panthera in a preview.
Yeah, in the preview. So, yeah. So,
nice.
You can see the art. Artwork. Yeah. So, yeah.
Beautiful artwork.
Right. Robert's joining us. G-Man's joining us. So what's going on, G?
Yo, I miss my brother. So this is the guy that stole you away from me. This guy here.
Yeah. What's going on? So yeah. So this is my spec book. So it's supposed to be and then Jose. Yeah. Gonzalez. Yeah. So one of my favorite Vampy artists that defined Vampy is Jose Gonzalez, and he does art in this. So this is his art style.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So he's one of my favorite Vampy artists for sure. Yeah. So and then the magician character is another character that's gonna be I think he makes an appearance in 8, but yeah. So Gonzalez. Yeah. So.
All right, so Panthera. You say
Yeah.
we're going to see Panthera if we get a Vampy.
Yeah, well, if you get Vampy 30, it's supposed to be her first appearance, but she appears in this issue like towards the end of the story. I think I can't remember exactly, but it's towards the end of the story. Yeah, and then I got a couple other books to show, so give me a sec. So, well, it was
Is it Spec? Yeah.
Spec. That was Spec. This is
okay, you're going recommendation.
Well, yeah, recommendation.
Let's see what G-Man's spec book is.
Yeah, okay.
He's prepping some spec books for us.
Yeah, he's prepping books for us. But yeah, but I got a, since everybody knows I'm a Vampy guy, I got a Vampy recommendation this week.
There's a motif from here on out. You're going to share Vampy spec, Vampy rec, and Vampy flex.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna make a whole Vampy's corner, anyways, for the show. since I've always wanted to make
it from our collection, so I know you got a lot of Vampy books.
Yeah, but so
it's nice to see you, buddy. I miss you.
Nice to see you too.
Big time. I really miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I do too, man. So, yeah, my work schedule doesn't a lot. Yeah,
it sucks. Yeah. I understand that. It's nice to be here with you, by the way, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, great to see you, man.
You too.
So what's
my specs? I got these all off the shelf when they came out, and I had a set of these. So you know me, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
This is from the original. Okay, this is who is this?
So yeah, Silver Surfer. You're one of your favorites.
Who's the woman?
I don't know. Who is that?
Who is it, Rob? I can't remember exactly off the top of my head.
Is that Doom's mother? No.
Yeah, give us
Shalla-Bal. That's Shalla-Bal.
Okay. That's his love. Female. Yeah. Okay.
The one he always talks about all the time. This is from the original. Right. Now, a while back, they've been talking about a Silver Surfer, either TV show or maybe movie, and something came across my radar, and I noticed it, and it was in some of the news articles they were talking about a female Silver Surfer.
Yep.
So if they ever had, what's that?
She's going to appear in Fantastic Four. Yep.
Yeah. This is it. This is the book, and this is the only one that's in existence. And just to show you how crazy I am, back when these came out in the 90s, 2000. This came out in April 12th in 2000. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're really sticking on it.
7. But I wasn't. Okay. I just like this cover. This is one of my favorite stories out of
as soon as any cover that Rob likes, he'll grab a couple issues.
When it comes to Silver Surfer, this is my favorite story arc right here. And this was issue 11 from the original Silver Surfer. Come on, stupid thing, Gart.
There we go.
There we go. That's one of my favorite stories from the original Silver Surfer. And the one I'm specking on, which is interesting, which would be really cool if it comes to fruition. Here it is. This was a, Ross? Was it Ross? Hold on. I'm trying to remember what his name was that did this. Alex Ross? Was it Alex Ross? I think it was Alex Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Ross. Yeah. Alex Ross.
Issue 12.
Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Look at that. And there's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Nice.
There's 4.
You just really like the artwork. That's all it is.
6. 7. Yeah, I got an 8 somewhere. But yeah, so I'm crazy about that. And I'm
that book has spiked, hasn't it?
I don't know actually. I haven't even looked it up recently, and not at all. Okay. But I'd be curious to know.
That's the. I think that's the
it
key
may
one.
have.
Then. I
Well,
think it is. A
all
key
it's gonna, like Rob says, all it takes is us mentioning a book. you remember in the past we'll mention
Yeah.
a book and then,
Every time me and Jeff would do that on the show, and we wouldn't
Yeah.
even spec. We were just showing books. Those
And-
books would show up on Instagram and show up in people's auctions, just like that.
Yeah,
And
and
I'm
I'm
like,
I've
really?
never seen these books before.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, now I'm seeing them everywhere. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun.
So,
I don't spec
so
much, so-
mine, yeah, I don't either. But if I did, this
Yeah.
would. So yeah, so this would be, yeah, that was spec
This is a
earlier.
recommendation book.
The third, yeah, but the recommendation book would be this one. And Rob should
Ooh,
know. Yeah,
yes.
Vampirella
Beautiful.
Dead Flowers. It's actually single issue story written by Sarah Frazetta, so Frank Frazetta's granddaughter, and Bob Freeman. But the story is actually decent. And then if you ever wanted a Frank Frazetta first appearance in comics, this would be Frank Frazetta's first appearance,
Very nice.
pretty much. And then
Number 2.
yeah, and Sarah's mom makes his appearance at the end of the story. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so a lot of people don't know well, if you guys read it, there's a little girl in the story. So
Oh.
yeah, so there's a little girl actually in the story. So the little girl is actually supposed to be Sarah's mom. So,
Ah,
Nice.
yeah.
cool.
So that's my recommendation. If you guys are gonna read anything Vampy related, it's a Frazetta writing it. So he drew her in the beginning. So, but the biggest thing with that is it was almost about 30 years for Frazetta to come back to Vampy. So over like 30 years or so.
Right.
Because originally when he did the cover was 69-ish. So, and then Sarah wrote this, so last year, so it was like at least 30 years, something like
Right.
that. So not close to close, something like that. But and then that was Spec, Rec, Flex, and then I haven't done the Flex book yet.
G-Man, you
The
want to do a
Flex-
recommendation book? So our recommendation book is any book you would advise people to just go out and get, and you're going to state the reason why they should have it in their collection.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a tough one.
Say it one more time.
So just a book you would recommend people to add to their
Like to
collection.
read or anything
Okay.
like that.
What was everybody's making a big deal about McFarlane. Is it McFarlane? McFarlane that does
Spawn.
Spawn. What
Yeah.
was his first work?
His first work in comics?
First work in comics.
It
Was
was
it?
Coyote.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Coyote.
Coyote.
Yeah, Coyote.
Yeah, Coyote or something like that.
Was
But
that
I think
Coyote?
Robert has something from Marvel or DC that he did. I remember that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
Yeah,
This is some
Yeah.
of his first work. It's actually a good read.
yeah,
This is a classic. But if you really want something that's McFarlane related, that's his
Yeah.
first works, this is the one you should have.
Is that
In your
is
collection.
yeah,
did he? So there's artwork in there, or is it
His work.
His
yeah.
work. Okay.
It's his first work.
yeah. From and it's a story talking about the Dominators too. So
Yep. And book one. So this is some of his first work, and a lot of people don't know that neither. And I'm surprised a lot of people don't know about that. It was just
because
like
it's DC.
yeah, I know. Oh, it's just like the other one too, Jeff, that we talked about.
Yeah.
My other favorite one was Terminator Burning Earth series.
Yeah.
That was Jim Lee's first works,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Jim Lee?
I think his first work was like Samurai Santa.
Who was it that you mentioned, Jeff, a while back? I can't remember.
Alex Ross was the Terminator one.
Was that Alex Ross that did that?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was his
Alex
first
Ross.
works.
Yeah.
See, I'm an Alex Ross fan. I can't help it. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize it.
Love Alex.
yeah, Alex. Yeah, because Alex Ross had that, and then he did. But there's a couple of things that he did previously, like like there's a what was it, romance books that he did.
Right.
But the funniest thing was,
So there's mine. Sorry.
Yeah, but how he signed was his whole name on there though, because
Right.
in the newer ones it's just as Ross, but in the older ones it says Alex Ross, his whole name. It doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see the artist is
Progression.
the longer they go, the shorter it gets, because Perillo used to be LP or LP Perillo, but now it's just Perillo on the cover. So it's interesting to see. But well, the next book is for us to the Flex one.
I got my rec book. I got my.
You got your. Oh yeah, you got your rec book. Yeah, your rec book. Yeah, I forget.
All right. This recommendation for if you're an X-Men collector, you probably have it already. If you're a Doom collector, you probably have it already. But this is my recommendation. If you don't have this book, Uncanny X-Men 145, classic Dave Cockrum cover here of Doom holding up Storm. It's a great story too. It's sort of the X-Men are trying to infiltrate his kingdom here.
Lockberia.
Storm is kind of flirting with him and stuff, and so it's really it's a really great story by Claremont, classic X-Men.
Chris Claremont was one of the best on the X-Men.
Yeah, but this is Doom's first, I guess, appearance in X-Men. It's his first battle with the X-Men officially. So that's what makes it significant. But again, just a great cover. It's something every collector should have in their collection, just because of the history and of the character and the meetup, the first meeting between these two great franchises, really. So there you go. All right, Flex.
I'm not gonna flex, so go ahead, Jeff.
The Flex book. Well, this is the Bloodlust book that I got signed by Joe Jusko, and it's what's special about it. Robert should know. It's not the American edition. It's actually the German edition.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's actually So the actual German edition signed by Joe Jusko, and it's his one of the Bloodlust.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And this came from Vigilante too, so yeah. And then the original cover actually is not this one. This is actually interior art from the inside. So it's two different. The American cover and the German covers are two.
What does the American cover look like? It's different.
Yeah, it's different. Hold on, let me grab it. That's the one thing I forgot to grab. It's right over here.
Just be good to have a contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, when I need it, I can't find it probably. That's how it works. You guys know it.
Yep. I had 4 or 5 boxes open in front of me here, and I can't even pick one.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll find it real quick. It should be right up here somewhere. But when I need it, I can't find it. No, that ain't it. I found another book that I've been looking for a whole month. Oh man. Well, Ataku, if you want to show your Flex book, I'll find it.
I already showed my Flex book. Let's go to G-Man.
Yeah.
G-Man, you want to show off your Flex book?
No. I don't have a Flex book. I don't know what to pick.
I'm sure you have many Flex books. I'm looking at your long boxes back there, or short boxes back there.
They're all short boxes. There's like 300-400 back there.
Wow.
Not including what I got on the floor that I'm sorting.
So So you just collect a little bit of everything? Is there something specific?
Here we go.
Okay.
Found it.
Silver
Here's
Surfer?
one. No, let's show a flex book. I like to show a flex. Let's do this. Mike Lola. This one's a great one. First appearance.
Oh,
appearance of
nice.
Hellboy.
Yeah,
There we go.
that is a nice flex book.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love this. And what makes this one special to me as well, this is an AOK from somebody. I have no idea who gave this to me. They won't tell me who they are.
Really?
It's not. But you know what, Jeff? You know what gives the book away? You know who I think gave this to me?
Who?
Look what it says right here.
Faith. Oh,
Who would that be? Who would that be? Who would that be? Think about it.
I'm thinking.
Great legend.
Oh yeah.
I think it's great legend. I think it's great legend they got this. But he got it off Bleeker's auction, I guess, apparently. It was really nice. Really nice. But that's a great book. Great story.
that is a great book. Yeah, that's flex.
Well, I got more, but I don't I don't like flexing.
I found it. I found the contrast. So now you guys can see
All
the
right,
contrast.
let's see it.
Let's see.
So this is the American one, and this is the. So
They're both nice, though. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Really?
they're two
The
different covers.
American
But
one
this is
doesn't-
it.
Why is it Virgin?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because this is the there's Virgin ones and there's
Trade dress ones.
so it's trade dress ones. But I have the trade dress one. I just can't find the trade dress one. But this is what the cover looks like. But it normally has this in front. So
Is that Joe Jusko art on that one?
yep, Joe Jusko art cover. Joe Jusko art cover here too. But the funny thing is, this is the interior. This stuff is the interior stuff.
Ah,
Gotcha,
okay.
Gotcha.
So there's that. This is an interior page of it.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So
I mean, the interior
this
page
is
better than the cover, to be honest.
The cover is just wow.
yeah. But this is an interior page of the book. So
Beautiful.
yeah. So that's the difference.
Oh, I actually I haven't shown off my flex book yet. I guess.
Yeah.
That I did.
What was on the back of that, Jeff?
Which one?
The graded one. Didn't it have pictures of the other books?
Yeah, pictures of the company that actually produced it.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, other books.
Sorry,
So-
let me interrupt.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
All right. Staying on my Doom theme, this was a book.
Okay.
I just like it. I don't think it's a flex book per se, but it's one of my favorites in the collection, and I got it at a really, really great price. Picked it up for $20 at Half Price Books. It is a rather beat up copy, but I'd put it in like the
It's a good one.
5 range, but
I have two of those. That's a really good one.
Right? 57. Just classic Kirby Doom there.
Love it.
Yeah. This one's and I got this before the whole Doom announcement. It was, again, I was just picking up Doom books here and there, and
Right.
this one was just a great one to add to the collection. So that's that.
Yeah. You guys want to hear a funny thing, right? So I go looking in this box. I was looking for this book for 3 weeks, and it's in the same box. I knew it was in that box. I just couldn't find it, but it was
That's
right, and it was
beautiful.
right up front, and it's a Bruce Timm cover.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Dude, it was hilarious.
That's limited to how many? It's super rare, right?
Yeah, it's super rare, and I found it at MegaCon 2 years ago.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
a flex book right there.
Yeah, but this book I was looking for like 3 weeks. I'm like, I know it's in this box. I'm like, and then as soon as I open the box and look out front in the front 3 books, I'm like, Dude, it's been right here the whole time. Dude, like I passed that book like 4 times.
Nice.
Monty's in the chat.
Hey, Monty.
Flex books are just big books in your collection.
Yeah.
Your favorite books, I
got-
guess. Would say.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go
Or
favorite books? You can go
Yeah.
favorite
Or
books? I
favorite.
can flex again. You're
Yeah.
going favorite books.
It doesn't have to be like a big money book. It can be just like signature or something.
So this is cover 1.
Rare.
This is cover 1 of that Bloodlust book.
Nice.
So that's issue 1. Yeah. So this is what issue 1 would look like. So yeah, I just
Show it
like,
again. Show it again. I missed it. Let me see.
yeah. This is issue 1 of that Bloodlust book.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like
Wow. It's bloody, all right.
blood waterfall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's just go art. That's the like he's like him, Gonzalez, and well, just goes my new like the I have new age favorite artists on Vampy, and then I have old school artists. Gonzalez, St. Julian, and Inrich are my 3 old school ones, and there's a couple other old school artists too.
Monty, I miss you, buddy. Hope everything is okay with you.
We missed it. I mean, if my work wasn't, but I like the new schedule, so can't.
Getting paid better?
Well, yeah, but I'm right now. I'm getting paid the same, but they're working on bumping it up, so I'm getting there.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So
sometimes you get paid a little more working nights. I know. I used to do the graveyard for 10 years.
Yeah. I did the same thing, man, and now they
flex
moved me
book will always be this book, and
All right.
many like it, and I love it. It's absolutely one of my favorites. Silver.
Yeah.
Oh
I had a
That's
feeling.
big.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, of course I would. What would be the only thing? Yours is Vampy, mine's Silver.
Yeah.
But my favorite, absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Love this story.
Or Lady Death.
1 through 18 is just it's just amazing. And for those stories back then when they were out, they were very, very, very dark. Very dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking looking at a Golden Age book now.
Which one?
Damn it, I forgot the damn book's name. But it's because a Vampy cover was homage to the one of the 60s magazine covers was homage to it.
Okay.
So that's why I really want this Golden Age book.
Is it
I'll send you a picture.
Golden Age horror book?
Yeah, Golden Age science fiction book.
Science fiction.
I'll send you a picture of it, Rob, and then as soon as you see it, you go, oh, I know this book. Because I showed Steve, I showed Brian. I saw it at a show, and then I'm like, crap, I don't got the money.
Is it expensive?
It was, but they wanted to offer me.
What was the average?
Yeah,
the average
science fiction.
Average, like at least I forget. But hold on, let me see if I can bring that.
Make sure you send me the book.
Yeah.
What it looks like.
I got you. Yeah, ranges, but if it's graded, it's here we go. I found it.
Put it up.
Startling stories. Or,
I have startling stories. I have a lot of startling stories. Let me see it.
Startling stories. What is it? Issue 60.
You got a picture?
Yeah, I have a list. I have a listing.
Can you share? Hold on,
I'll share the screen real quick.
Share your screen.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, actually, they dropped the price on the freaking book. Damn it. That's a good thing, not a bad thing, but because originally what he had on the book was more expensive. So
what was the issue number?
60. Hold on, let me share the screen real quick.
I'm curious now to see what this looks like.
Yeah, you'll see it. Yep. Right now, you'll see it, and you see the price to it, the book too.
Oh
it?
my God, I got this.
Oh,
I
oh,
have
you
this
Yeah.
book.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have this book.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Oh, for
based
a
off.
five,
Well,
five
this
asking $500.
Yeah. They based this one off. Well,
Can you
the
blow up the
Vampy
picture,
based it.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Blow up
Hold
the
on.
picture of the slab. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So yeah. So this is based off of Vampy based it off of this one. So
It was
yeah.
based off this book.
Well, the cover. You
Okay,
know.
let me go to
Oh,
the right. Let me see what that says. The Shadow Moon Men, isn't it? Or what is that?
yeah.
The Shadow Men.
Yeah.
That's-
Beautiful cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
why is that ringing a
But that's
bell?
the
Something's ringing a bell there with that name.
yeah. But that's the whole
Who's the
reason I
artist on
want.
that? Can you go up?
There's a lot of
Oh.
artists in those books.
Yeah.
They'll have like multiple stories. What does it say up there? Yeah, look at that. That's right. It's graded. It should have it in the notes, you would think.
Yeah. I'm trying to see it,
Something
but it's hard to see it.
Berger
It's hard to
cover.
read it.
They don't have, wow. So they
Carl
only give you,
Berger.
like,
Yeah. That's what it looks like. A.E. Verger or something like that. A.E. Verger.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's
That's a nice book.
I
That's a nice
understand,
book.
Flash. I understand, buddy. I understand.
Yeah.
Trust me, I do. I'm going through that
Well,
too.
I'll show you. I'll show you the cover off when we get offline. When I find,
Cool.
I know which issue it is. It's just, yeah. That. So I've been looking at that one, but he dropped the person dropped the price.
Because they don't know what they have. So you know what? You just did. We made a mistake. We should have showed it after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Should've showed it after the show. I never thought of
No,
it.
he knows.
Thought it.
He know. I know the guy. He knows. He knows.
Okay.
So he knows. But yeah. So. But that's what. Well, we don't got much. Anything going on with you guys at all? Well, Rob, you
Yeah,
got
G-Man,
anything going on this?
What's coming up on your program?
It'll be another community hangout next Saturday at noon.
Okay.
And big shout out to our brother Al. We want him.
Oh yeah. So
Hey,
if you guys want to make donations to his GoFundMe, it's actually down in the description below.
And I also, Jeff, you're in it as well, and I want to thank you because of my buddy.
Yeah.
I made a video entourage today for Al, and so people could watch it and donate. And I gave it to
Yeah.
Al. I had Al on this afternoon, and I go, I'm
Yeah.
so glad you're here. I got something to show you. So like midway through the show, I had Al crying. He was crying.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
Love
yeah,
you.
So I have. I'm gonna keep on sharing it every
Good.
show we got because this hits close to home for me.
Yep.
Because a lot of people don't know, or Al knows, I lost mom for the same thing, so it's colon cancer. So it hits close to home. I lost mom the same way, so I'm gonna keep on sharing it until Al makes his goal or at least pass his goal.
Exactly.
So yeah,
How's Al doing?
He's doing
Al's
good.
doing fine. He's doing good. It's just, you know what I mean.
It's
It's
the
just
chemo.
to help.
The chemo is real rough.
Yeah,
Where's
chemo's
Mom?
always rough. Yeah,
And I forgot how
chemo's
many
always
treatments.
rough.
He's got like 6 more treatments, I think, yet. So
Yeah, but chemo's always rough on everybody, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The one good thing, at least he shaves his head a lot. So
yeah.
nothing. But I'm just saying it thins because it thinned out mom's hair bad too. So yeah, so I know, you know what I mean. I know it's gonna eventually all that stuff falls out. So
It's like Al's,
at least
Al's show. He did a show for telling people to check their buttholes, and he called it the pooper scooper. It was, but it was educational. People, you should get your colonoscopy.
Yeah, because a lot of men in general don't get themselves checked out.
Yep.
And that's
you know, the recommended age is if you reach 40, you're supposed to get one every two to 3 years. But now it's getting younger. Younger people are getting colon cancer, so it's kind of changing the dynamic of the disease.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but it's not, man, because mom had it happen to her, so it's like it hit closest to home. That's why I'm like, when I
It
heard
sucked for
about Al,
Miss.
I'm like,
It sucked for the Queen G. 3 weeks ago, she
right,
had her first one done, but before she did it, she had for 1 week prep. She had to take injection shots in her tummy because of her
right,
heart valve that she had done.
yeah.
It sucked, dude. She bruises all over her tummy because of those damn shots, and then she had to keep taking them for the following 2 weeks afterwards,
Right,
after the
Yeah.
procedure was done.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, those
but we don't
procedures
got,
are pretty invasive, so
Yeah.
it's not the most comfortable.
yeah.
thing to
But
sit
if you
through.
like I said, if you guys can help, if you guys don't watch on the rewind, Al's information is down below, or Al's GoFundMe down
Yep.
below. So if you guys want to make donations, or if you want to make well wishes to Al, it's down. You know what I mean? The GoFundMe is down below. Donate whatever you can to help out. Even Jen, even Jen's thing is down, or was down
Promise to
below.
break your heart, Jen. She's on there
Yeah,
too.
Jen, yeah. So another one that's getting affected by cancer is you know what I
She's
mean?
been
It's
fighting it
not.
for a while now, for like over a
Yeah,
year.
but it's none of it's a joke anymore, man. It
Nope.
hits close. All of that stuff hits close to home because I lost both parents to it. So you know what I mean. It's not easy. I've seen what they go. I've seen what they go through.
Yeah.
So it's not. You know what I mean. I know it's not easy. So anything we can do, we are. I'm gonna keep on sharing both links for you guys to donate to them if you guys can. So all their information is gonna be down below. So
Yes, right down there.
yeah. So we don't got much going on. We got another episode of Double Dragons going on next weekend, next
I love
Saturday
the
at
name, by
11.
the way, guys.
Yeah,
I love the name.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
The name's perfect.
yeah. So we're gonna have it going on next weekend at 11. Depending on if we don't got no big sports events like we did last time. but it's gonna be at 11 o'clock. So be sure to check us out, and we'll check you guys.
Bring out the Double Dragons every Saturday at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock at night. Almost the witching hour. Make sure you check them out. I'll share them on my channel too as well. I'll make sure.
All right,
buddy.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.